Welcome to Movies in the Making, everyone! If you'd like to hear about how films were done behind the scenes, please like down below and subscribe to this channel for more videos, including films you think should be talked about. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at the 1985 adventure comedy film Pee-wee's Big Adventure, released by Warner Bros. And directed by Tim Burton. Here, we shall dive deep into the story of the production of this film. Even though this was only the first time Tim Burton ever directed a feature film, there was still a lot that had to be done behind the scenes. Yes, there was a long journey into making this film possible. Now, sit back and enjoy the show. You are all in for a bicycle ride with Pee-wee. The idea for Pee-wee's Big Adventure originated from Paul Reubens' popular stage show, The Pee-wee Herman Show, which gained traction in West Hollywood in the early 1980s. Its success led Warner Bros. To offer Reubens the chance to adapt his quirky character into a feature film. Searching for a director, Reubens was impressed by Tim Burton's animated short film Vincent, Walt Disney Pictures 1982, and the live-action short film Frankenweenie, also Walt Disney Pictures, this time 1984. Burton, a former Disney animator eager to make his feature debut, was chosen to direct what would become a modestly budgeted $7 million production. The resulting film was a whimsical and imaginative journey that brought Pee-wee to life on the big screen and paved the way for Reubens' Slayer TV success with Pee-wee's Playhouse. Paul Reubens, best known for his quirky alter ego Pee-wee Herman, spent much of his life hidden behind this playful, childlike character, which he created in the late 70s with the Groundlings. Pee-wee became a cultural icon through this film and the TV show Pee-wee's Playhouse, blending whimsical fantasy with subtle queerness. While Pee-wee's world was open and eccentric, Reubens kept his own sexuality private, with a documentary Pee-wee Herman as himself, HBO, 23rd of May 2025, later revealing that he'd come out but then returned to the closet to protect his career. Despite sharing much of his story, Reubens concealed much of his terminal cancer diagnosis until his death in 2023. Director Matt Wolf portrayed him not as a victim, but as a complex, resilient man who resisted being defined by his scandal or sexuality. Pee-wee was both mask and creative outlet, allowing Reubens to express joy and eccentricity while shielding the complicated person beneath. Tim Burton's involvement marked the beginning of its distinctive cinematic style. Though the film started on Reubens' character, it allowed Burton to experiment creatively on a small budget, using the quirky suburban backdrop of Southern California, where he grew up. His unique aesthetic took shape through inventive low-cost effects, like a stop-motion scene with Large Marge, and his first collaboration with composer Danny Elfman, whose music would become a hallmark of Burton's films. While Reubens was the driving force behind the film, Burton's imaginative direction completed the offbeat tone perfectly, establishing him as a filmmaker capable of turning modest resources into visually memorable storytelling. Pee-wee Herman's iconic bike was a custom-built creation based on a Schwinn DX model, designed to perfectly match the film's quirky and whimsical tone. While it kept some factory parts, the bike featured numerous unique embellishments like the scope fenders, vented wheel guards, Whitehall tires, rubber band grips with tassels, and a lidded container on top. It also included playful accessories such as the electric rocket headlight, a hypnospiral tire hub, a console of buttons, rocket taillights, a smoke chamber, a metal thumb bell, an escape console of red and green buttons, a flowing ball compass, a CB intercom handset, a tiger siren figure, a rear view mirror, dorsal fin, and handlebar streamers. Painted in glossy red and white with chrome details, this highly detailed bike was not only used in the film but also featured prominently in advertising. Its distinctive look and personality became central to the story. After all, the theft of the bike is what sets Pee-wee's zany cross-country adventure in motion, making it a beloved symbol of the film and its offbeat charm. Although Pee-wee's Big Adventure is famously known as a classic road trip film, most of its scenes were filmed within an hour's drive of Los Angeles. One notable location is the Mission San Fernando, a historic adobe church over 200 years old, which doubles as the Texas fort in the film. Fans can still tour the kitchen scene area featured in the film. Another memorable spot is the Mi Tierra Mexican food and market in Santa Clarita, which serve as the bar where Pee-wee famously performs his tequila dance after a biker bar showdown. Several other iconic settings from the film are scattered across Southern California. The Grand Central Airport Terminal in Glendale, with its distinctive Art Deco tower, stood in for a Texas bus station and has since been restored with a Preservation Award. The Los Angeles County Fairgrounds in Pomona were the backdrop for the rodeo scenes, while legendary Cabazon dinosaurs near Palm Springs appear in the sunrise scene with Pee-wee and Simone. Additionally, the King Gallet Ranch in Calabasas, known for its sprawling parkland and historic mansion, was used for a dream sequence featuring the Tour de France. Many interior and studio scenes were filmed at Warner Bros. Studio in Burbank, one of Southern California's most historic production lots. The studio lot, which dates back to 1926, remains a bustling hub of filmmaking and offers tours that let visitors explore soundstages and sets seen in the film, including the New York Street, where some memorable scenes took place. Together, these locations provide a fascinating glimpse of the diverse Southern California settings that helped make the film a cult favorite. David Snyder became the production designer for Pee-wee's Big Adventure through its connection with Burton at Walt Disney Studios in 1984. At the time, Burton was working on Frankenweenie while Snyder was designing My Science Project, Touchstone Pictures 1985. When Burton was hired to direct Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Snyder was essentially the only production designer he knew. Although Burton's original designer for Frankenweenie, Rick Heinrichs, was unavailable due to Warner Bros. Concerns about his lack of experience, Snyder stepped in despite the film's modest $7 million budget. Production flew somewhat under the radar, overshadowed by larger projects like The Goonies, Warner Bros. 1985, and Snyder found himself working closely with writers and artists in a bungalow, embracing a vibrant design motto coined by set decorator Tom Royston: "If it ain't bright, it ain't right." For this film, Snyder brought his creative vision to life under tight constraints, crafting the film's exuberant, colorful aesthetic that perfectly matched Burton's quirky style. Working alongside writer and star Reubens and a small team including storyboard artist Paul Chadwick, Snyder helped establish the playful and surreal world Pee-wee inhabits. His experience on other cult films like Strange Brew, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer in 1983, which came about through a chance meeting with producers and actors in the industry, showcased his ability to blend humor and visual storytelling. Snyder's vibrant science collaboration with Danny Elfman's energetic music helped make Pee-wee's Big Adventure a distinctive and memorable cult classic. Burton's background in animation shines through the film, particularly in the film's use of stop-motion animated elements to enhance its quirky, cartoon-like feel. Key scenes, such as Large Marge's terrifying transformation into a ghoul and the sequence involving dinosaurs, rely on stop-motion animation to create memorable, surreal moments that blend seamlessly with live-action footage. These animated touches amplify the film's playful yet eerie tone, drawing on the spirits of early Disney and Warner Bros. Cartoons, where the boundaries of reality are stretched by imagination. Burton's meticulous planning and animator sensibility give the film a lively energy, making every frame feel like part of a carefully crafted, whimsical world. The ending of the film is a clever, self-referential twist that turns the story inward and adds a layer of meta-humor. After Pee-wee recovers his bike by selling the rights to his adventure to Warner Bros., the film shifts to a scene where Pee-wee works at a drive-in and theater showing a fictionalized version of the film itself. This fictional film within the film humorously distorts the wild events viewers just watched, featuring exaggerated, cliched characters in tone reminiscent of the 1980s action rip-offs. This playful conclusion brings together the film's themes of childhood fantasy, Hollywood satire, and storytelling, wrapping up Pee-wee's journey in a way that is both inclusive and delightfully self-aware. Twisted Sister's cameo came about for a chance meeting between frontman Dee Snyder and Reubens at an MTV New Year's party where they bonded over mutual admiration. When Twisted Sister was in California in early 1985 playing sold-out shows, Reubens called Snyder to invite the band to appear in the film. Reubens explained that the scene involved Pee-wee being chased by Santa Claus and Godzilla while running through a Twisted Sister video shoot. Knowing Reubens was a fan, Snyder eagerly agreed and chose the track Burn in Hell for their performance, which perfectly fit the film's quirky tone. Both Snyder and Reubens shared a similar appeal to older, non-child audiences despite their projects gaining younger fans, making the collaboration feel natural. The experience inspired Snyder creatively and left a lasting impact on both artists, especially as the film became a cult hit and broadened Reubens' audience. Danny Elfman became largely thanks to his band Oingo Boingo's popularity in Southern California and the enthusiasm of Burton and Reubens, both fans of Elfman's work. Although Elfman had only minor prior experience scoring films, his main background was as the lead singer and songwriter for Oingo Boingo, Burton took a chance on him. Elfman's score for the film was instantly memorable, using a catchy, circus-like two-tone motif that perfectly matched the film's quirky, playful energy. Drawing inspiration from classic composers like Nino Rota and Bernard Herrmann, Elfman crafted a lively, inventive soundtrack that responded closely to the action on screen, much like the music in classic Warner Bros. Cartoons. His work brought a unique, animated sensibility to the live-action film, making the music an essential part of Pee-wee's world. As of the 31st July 2025, Pee-wee's Big Adventure is 90% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, a 4,700 critic score on Metacritic, a 7.1 rating on IMDb, and 3.5 rating on Letterboxd. The film's budget was $7 million and it grossed about $41 million following its initial release date of 9th of August 1985. The success of Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure launched Elfman's career as a film composer and established his long-lasting creative partnership with Burton. After the film's modest hit status, Elfman quickly became a sought-after composer for quirky and imaginative projects. His collaboration with Burton became especially notable, with Elfman scoring many of Burton's major films, including Batman, Warner Bros. 1989, and Edward Scissorhands, 20th Century Studios, 1990. This partnership helped Elfman become Hollywood's go-to composer for idiosyncratic, darkly whimsical scores. While his style eventually became influential enough to inspire imitators and saw some creative repetition, Elfman's early work on Burton's directorial debut showcased a fresh and energetic musical voice that defined much of Burton's filmography for years to come. And that wraps up our deep dive into the meaning of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all things movies in the making. Let us know in the comments what you think of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, or if you have any favorite from the film we did not touch upon, or what films you would like to hear covered by this channel. Also be sure to check out our community page, where we announce what films will be talked about by this channel each week. New posts arrive every Friday. Thanks for watching, we'll see you all next time on Movies in the Making. We'll be talking about Prisoners, Warner Bros. 2013, and more films follow along the way. Tune in for more Movies in the Making and current stories from cinema's most unforgettable films. This has been Jason Scotchmer, film enthusiast and passionate about the arts.